Here's a simulation environment that we'll look at to describe what we mean by chaotic system. The weather system on the planet Earth is a chaotic system. By that we mean that we really can't predict the weather reliably beyond about 7 days. Unlike the weather, the climate system has some predictability. It's possible for us to estimate the average weather with some degree of certainty. For example, following an El Nino event, the following winter, early spring, we expect conditions in the Pacific Northwest to be drier than normal and warmer than normal. And we can estimate that with some degree of certainty. And likewise, following a La Nina event, we expect the Pacific North winter and spring following that La Nina event to be wetter and colder than normal. But the weather system is unpredictable, meaning that our forecasts are only reliable out to about 7 days. Here, this is a good illustration. You've got two billiard balls, red and blue, and they start off almost exactly at the same spot, but not quite. There's a difference of about 0.5% in their vertical position. Their horizontal positions are identical. And we'll press the play button and they'll move together. And they reflect off this fairly simple stadium, essentially two circular arcs on the end with two straight lines in between. And as they bounce off the different walls, they get a little bit further apart. Okay. Now, in this simulation, we assume that the balls don't touch each other at all. They don't bounce off each other. But you can see now their motions, both velocity, speed and direction, and positions are completely unrelated, and they'll go about their business from here on out as if they were completely unrelated, whereas in fact they started out quite close together. So this is a clear example of a chaotic system in which the initial positions of these two billiard balls is very important in determining the future position and velocity of these billiard balls. The same is true in the predicting weather. Some of you have probably heard of the butterfly effect. There was a famous movie on the butterfly effect. But the idea is that if the butterfly wings flap in China, that could change the atmospheric state just enough to give you a completely different weather outcome 3 or 4 weeks in advance or into the future. So, chaos.